Give me 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. I want to feel everybody's NRG this morning. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I have three questions, for y'all. Hopefully y'all can come off of mute. If you're in the attendees room, look out to be promoted to come into the main stage, if you will. This is my first time doing this with this computer, so it's taking me a second. All right, so we are ready to go. We are locked and loaded. I got three questions for y'all. Come off of mute and help me out if you can. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Woo! And what's up?
My income.
And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody gets a green sheet.
Everybody gets a green sheet. Yes, yes, yes. Well, we are getting ready to start our pass the ball segment. This is where we exchange information from coast to coast from leaders in this industry. Like I said, from the East Coast to the West Coast and every place in between. What we like to do though, real quick, some housekeeping rules. If you can keep your not if, please keep your testimonies down to 2 minutes. Watch the clock. If you're participating, watch the clock because Troy Gandy or myself will let you know when it's getting time for the Sandman to come out. We don't want to see the Sandman come out, but y'all be pushing the needle sometimes though, don't they, Troy? They push the needle like, okay, let me take 2 minutes and 26 seconds. So also, we just got this in from the producers. You will be called on if your camera is on. If your camera ain't on, we ain't gonna rock with you. So that might limit some of these testimonies, but that's how it's going down. It's going down in the DMs like that. All right. So with that being said, I am going to pick. Let's see. I want to call on somebody I haven't heard from in a second on the morning show. So hopefully he can come off of mute. He is one of my bald head brothers from another mother. Normally it's Money Man, but I'm not gonna call him Money Man just yet. I'm gonna call on my man. Looks like he is driving on his way somewhere, so I might have to pass the ball for you later. But Tony Burke, are you able to come off mute and share with us this morning?
Good morning. Can you hear me, Jock?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Oh yeah, man. Good morning, everybody. I'm money making ideas, events. I just did an event last Saturday, which was very exciting for me. Just enjoyed being out in the communities and meeting and networking with other. The last event was a lot of churches, so I talked with three pastors at the event, which was the Juneteenth Freedom Day, and all three of them want me to come to their churches and do seminars for them. So I've got to talk with them and coordinate some dates. But okay. I'm very excited about that, and enjoying having Deborah Coleman out there with me. You know, she got a lot of leads from the event, so she should be following up on her leads. So it's all about us working together as a team, making that team effort and growing our businesses, and looking forward to some more events. I got one coming up this weekend, but I need to finalize some details on it, and then another one in July and another one in August. So I'm just loving it, just getting out, getting that exposure, getting clients, getting extra events lined up, networking, and being able to inform communities about what it is that we do and grow my business. And man. Yes, Jacques, can you pass the ball for me? Because
yeah,
I can't see everybody.
I got you. Real quick though, you said a few things that I wanted to touch on. One is, I know last year when you went to the convention, and we talk about this sometimes, but this goes to the mindset and everything. You actually joined us in the ED meeting, right? And the reason I
Yeah.
say that I'm bringing this up is because you were not ED at the time, but you was like, shit, I'm a BED, so I'm gonna slide in this meeting. So not only did you slide in the meeting, but I don't know if you and you probably do your business. You really looked at stuff and started doing stuff a little bit different. That's when you started going like you. I don't know whether that's something that turned into a reality. If that was a something you needed to boost your just boost you, but you've been operating different ever since then. And so my question is, what was it that went off for you? What was it that made that light bulb moment happen for you?
Uh, it was the fact of hearing the testimonies from the other executive directors in that meeting, and I'm examining the success of all of them. I'm looking and I'm learning. Even though I wasn't supposed to be there, somehow or another I registered with the ticket by a technical error. So being that everybody was like, okay, just go in, just don't say nothing, and go for it. So I did, and it was, it's the privilege to have heard that information and hear the testimony of executive directors, how they operated and how they got to the top was just inspiration to me. And I just emulate success. Follow the tactics and strategies that successful people put into practice.
Cool, man, cool. And then the other thing is you've been getting in front of groups of people. And I always tell people if you can get in front of groups of people, you can pitch the same pitch that you would do with a one-on-one as opposed to a group. You know what I mean? You and a couple of other people have made it a point to try to put yourselves in front of groups. How's that been for you? It's like as far as getting in front of those events and being in those events that you're in.
Yeah, it's borderline overwhelming. It's like I said, those three pastors, and
Mm-hmm.
they came up at different times. And the first, because the pastor that invited me to do an event at his church, he was there, and he was telling the other pastors, yeah, he came to my church and talked about, the struggles that they are having in the churches, especially in that community, is doing funerals when nobody has life insurance. They don't even have money to pay the church or pay the pastor or whatever to do the funeral. So now they're hearing what I'm talking about, and they're like, yeah, come to my church and teach these people about this so that they can you know won't go into debt when it's come time to bury their loved ones, and they'll have a blessing and be able to financially take care of what it is that they have to take care of during that time of need.
I love it, man. Love it. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. ED is right around the corner. I know you're gonna bust through SM and ED gonna be right there waiting for you. So I'm gonna take the ball. I'm gonna pass it to let's see, it's only a couple of people with their cameras on. So I'm gonna pass it to a young lady who comes on this morning call, should I say Zoom, and really, really blesses us with some wisdom. And sometimes she might be she may be poetic justice. So without any further ado, I'm gonna give it to none other than Tawana Chisley. Floor is yours.
Poetic justice. Great Tuesday morning. I'm a little under the weather. This air conditioning is getting me. Unfortunately, I will not be able to do that Juneteenth event tomorrow because it's going to be too hot, and I do not do heat very well. However, I went to get my car. When you're on a mission to do some really phenomenal things, and those little forces try to prevent you from getting there.
Oh yeah. we can
So,
all relate.
Yes, it's sitting there. Last week I'm getting ready to sign up for Hugs Media, and my engine light goes out, comes on, and so I was thinking, I said, okay, I see what's happening here. It's just one thing after another. I see what's happening. Unfortunately, the engine light went off, but I still had some things to get fixed. So I said, okay, I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna get this. I'm gonna sign up for this thing. So while I was at the car dealership, I only go to one specific dealership. I'm closer to the Kia in Bowie, but I go to Laurel because I have a relationship with those people there.
Okay.
So it's one particular gentleman, and he got my payment down a little bit of what I owe. He said, "Yeah, I'm going to do this favor for you because you always here." I said, "Well, you know what? I'm getting ready to do a favor for you." So I told him that I was life insurance agent and what I focus on. So he said, "Okay, all right." So we're gonna set up an appointment, um, and I'm gonna see what I can do for him. I'm gonna work some numbers for him.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Keep up the great work. Keep talking to folks. Keep giving them the information, putting the information out there, whatever it is that you do, trying to get partners or clients. So keep up the great work, Tawana. And who are you passing the ball to? Preferably somebody with a camera on.
Okay, it's like five of us. So, whenever he comes on and I get called, I'm gonna call his name and his last name, even though it says Weeks. He's always available anytime we need him.
Yes.
I'm always inspired by this gentleman, and I can't wait to see you coming to Canada. Mr. Marvin Weeks.
Good morning. Good morning. Executive Director in the making, Tawana Chesley. I love it, man. This is awesome, guys. Listen, this is really good stuff. You guys are doing this every morning. I have to give my hat off, which I don't have, so it's already off for you guys, all the leaderships out there. You know what I mean? But Jacques, you guys are definitely leading an example for so many of us here in Xperior. And your consistency, I think, is so key. You, Eric, Dr. Mary, and all the other leaders that are coming up and shining the way that you are doing. And I said this many times before, but I believe the moment you get this morning meetup to, I think, a consistent 50 on a regular, you'll understand that the condition of your environment that you're creating is going to produce more SMs, more executive directors by default, only because you're being consistent. So when I hear, executive directors in the making like Tawana Chesley and Tony Burke, I see the difference. And that's why I choose not to be on every time, but I'll stop in and I'll see the growth just in how you're speaking and how you're acquiring new agents or new clients. There's a significant difference when you step away and I can step back in. It's like watching a plant grow.
Wow.
If you're there every day, you never see it grow.
Wow.
But if you are going away and you come back a month or two later, I'm telling you, I can see the fruits of your labor. I can see the prosperity in your voice. I could hear it. Your growth level is conducive to your environment. And that's why I give a hats off to the Xperts family here, because you're so consistent in the drip of knowledge, in the drip of motivation and inspiration that you do on a daily basis. And even though it may not be a floodgate of water, that drip is allowing you guys to grow on levels that most do not. So just look at the attendance today and you'll see that there's 32 people. The moment you get to a consistent 50, I'm telling you without a shadow of a doubt, there'll be a massive group of SMs who are becoming executive directors and executive directors who are producing more SMs in this group alone. So I really don't have much more to say than that. But if you have not, I repeat, if you have not gotten your ticket to what will be the most epic event in the history of financial services, we're calling this the decade of distinction. Companies in the US are upset with Xperior because we are pulling back the red curtain and showing people the truth. Guys, where you sit right now, where you stand right now is in front of a whirlwind of wealth. And why is that? Is because we're giving people the truth of ownership, giving them the truth of the factor rates of all these other companies. People do not even know what they should be getting paid versus what they're saying they're getting paid for. So why are these companies upset? Is because they're losing agents by the boatload to Xperia. And if I were you, I would continue to go out there and disrupt people's consciousness, unplug them from the statistics of what they think is normal, and create their virtual imagination to give them growth and ownership once again. So I won't keep you, but I just had to share that. And that's my 2 cents. Jacques, thank you very much, man.
Real quick. Um, touched on a few things. One is I appreciate you being the one that has been able to step away and then come back and let us know the entire village know that you see the growth and the potential here.
Absolutely.
So definitely, and what you just talked about the disruption, the havoc. We're wreaking havoc in the insurance space, and y'all got to understand the timing right now is like it's perfect timing to go hunting. And when I say go hunting, it's perfect timing to find and catch cash, put your net out there and catch some of these agents that are looking for a new place to plant the flag. So thank you for keeping things in perspective, brother, as always. And also, like you said, that we got a big convention coming up. So guys definitely want to do what you can to get there. So with that being said, thank you for sharing, Myron. As always, it's a pleasure.
Hope to see you guys.
Can y'all can y'all still hear me? You're saying my internet connection is it chopping up?
Yeah, you're good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're going in and out.
All right. So let me do something real quick. Oh. Worst internet ever. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling y'all to come off, show your cameras. Now I can't show my camera. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the ball. Siobhan, I'm coming to you. I want to do something first, real quick. I want to bring up a young lady who we haven't heard from much on the morning show, and she joined us, I think about a month ago, maybe a little more than a month ago. She has no idea that I'm getting ready to call on her, but I want to hear what she's doing because she is creating her own disruption. She's creating her own storm. So, Miss Leah, are you able to come off mute and share with us this morning what you're doing to make your business grow right now? Share with us if you can.
Hey, Doc, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone. I've been sort of dipping in here and peeping and creeping on you guys for a while. My name is Leah Lynch. I came onto the team about a month ago,
Right.
with Eric and Dr. Mary. Building a pretty big team pretty fast. Came out of the shutdown from Assurance IQ. So I'm just trying to find my way around, trying to find the water cooler now, and I'm trying to figure out where everything is at. But I just want to say hello to everybody and thank you to everybody who's done anything to help me kind of get my legs underneath me in the last month. I'm still a little wobbly, a little shaky. I'm not probably going to be in this meeting like all the time because I got my own meetings I gotta do right now. We've been able to build a team in the last month. People coming on, a couple dropping off. I think we're at about 25, 28 of us now, something like that. So putting up a big team pretty fast. It's pretty good. It's pretty cool. But I'm looking forward to, I like the energy in this group here in the morning. I like this. I like the camaraderie. I like the supportiveness that comes out of the group. And so I'm a law of attraction kind of woman. So this is what I like to see. And so I'd like to transfer some of this dynamic over into my team as we're going to be working as well. So
I love it.
But I'm excited. We're going to get some things done, and we'll get to know me. Y'all get to know me a little bit after a while. I'll drop in every once in a while, and just kind of see what I can learn here. And Eric and I are working together. I'm a trainer, y'all. I'm a sales trainer. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got some skills, okay. And so I'm hoping that when I get my legs underneath me over there, maybe I can come over here and drip a little knowledge on you guys too to help everybody out, because the rising tide.
Ooh, I'm loving this. I hear some fire. I hear some fire right there. I love
it. Well, thank you, Leah, for sharing. We definitely look forward to seeing you move and groove in the future once you get your feet planted. And anything that you need from the village, we are all here to help.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna take the ball from you, Leah, and pass it to somebody with their hand up. She's been waiting patiently. We call this woman No Excuses. So I'm gonna move over and give it up to none other than soon to be ED. She is on her ED run. You can actually hear her feet. You can hear her feet running to the ED. So none other than Miss Siobhan, No Excuses, Bowman.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, shoot. Good morning. Good morning. I had to take my earpods out because they was dying. First, welcome, Leah, and congratulations on your immediate success. Definitely looking forward to your fire that you bring forth to the team. Just a couple of things. One, just shouting out Eric, Jock, and Relly, my leaders. I am truly thankful to have them in. Oh, my goodness, my phone about to die. Oh, shoot. I'm truly thankful to have them in my corner. I reached out to them because I have an event that's coming up. Oh my goodness. Oh no, this car is acting out right now, y'all. Sorry. Don't take that away from my time timer. However, I'm truly excited because I reached out to them for a bio. I'm actually up to go present to a community of people, about 90 people, come Saturday, and also to about 30 or 40 young people that I just got plugged in office on a lot of different things, networking most importantly, because at the end of the day, my goal is to get people on my team, to get people who's ready to go and to assist me. And even if I get an influx of individuals that need applications, my then goal is to share that with my agents that are not producing right now. So that is something that I'm definitely working on. But I would tell anybody, the prep work is me. And for me, a person that likes to go, and do, just to sit down and just do the prep work, it's like, oh my gosh, this is moving too slow. So for me, I just encourage you all to definitely take the time to do the prep work. Sometimes I just got to scale back in order for me to scale up. So that's what I'm currently working on right now. Yesterday, I was able to make set 2 appointments because I just said in my mind, texting is cool, emails are cool, but it's nothing like getting on the phone and actually talking to people, because people really need to hear your energy, they need to hear your voice, and they need to hear what you're doing. So if you're running away from the phone, I don't. It's just a matter of time management. When I have to get on the phone and just pound and grind, that's when I'm able to do it, or whatever the case may be. And my goal is to stay consistent with this 20 a day, because at the end of the month, the number is gonna look very high for me. But you gotta stay consistent, and sometimes I'm in and out of this. So if you are in and out, just stay plugged in. Just stay plugged into you, because you know what you want for yourself. But that's all I had, and I just want to shout out my great and phenomenal leaders.
Thank you, Siobhan. And we like to shout you out because you always are making it happen. You find a way to make it happen. And real quick, can you explain what your 2020 is to the group?
So touching 2020. So I touch people by text messages, hugs, media, email approaches, and I try to make sure the calling is the most challenging. It's not a challenge piece for me, but it's like when I have to get on the phone and sit down and call people, it's like I gotta stay sitting down. And my brain sometimes be like, okay, next thing or whatever. So I gotta make sure I lock in and I stay seated for those 20 people until I'm done. And it may take me about 30 minutes to an hour, because if I get people on the phone, they talk. But I got to remember, I'm still dialing. I try to be short and sweet with individuals, like just trying to let them know what I'm doing. Can I get on their calendar? And that's it. I put them on my calendar and I keep it moving. So that definitely may take me a solid hour. And then when I do approaches, I do text messages. I send text messages out and they're personalized. I don't make them, a general, or I'm doing a group text. And then I just do emails. So I try to do 20. That's when I'm having a phenomenal day. That's when I really feel good about my day. But when I'm only doing like 5 or 10 people, Look, we ain't gonna reach people with 5 or 10 people a day. I'm just trying to tell you. I mean, granted that it's a good start if you are not, in that mindset of doing it. But like I tell I have other teams, and I tell them that in order for you to reach people, you got to call, you got to dial. That number got to be high.
Yes. Well, thank you for sharing. And you get to bring up the man of the hour.
Well, this is going to be my honor as always. So I'm super excited to bring up our ED, as all would say, the man of one wife. In addition to that, he is just he's on a whole different level, just a level of knowledge. I love the fact how when he get on the phone with you and you are one-on-one with him, that you just see how smart and how intelligent he is. I love the fact how God has consistently blessed him to continue to pour into our village, the way he pours into our village to show up, to show consistency. I tell